What is going on, guys? I'm back here with another video. Today's video is actually going to be a Q&A session, and I'm getting a lot of questions on my Instagram. I also made a story to tell anyone that has any questions to go ahead and not hesitate to ask me anything, whether it's to do with watches or something not to do with watches. I really don't mind answering these questions. So without further ado, let's begin the video. And I just want to say, don't forget to subscribe. We've hit 110 subscribers. That is completely unexpected, since this is I would say beginner watch YouTube channel. It's just a baby channel, still starting up, still getting used to the whole editing, uploading. So just stay tuned, and I'll definitely be uploading extremely good content in the future. I promise you that, guys. So the watch of the day is the Casio. Obviously, we made a review on that on my channel. Don't forget to check out that video. It is on my YouTube. I also would like to note that some of the questions will be in Arabic. Therefore, I do have to answer them in Arabic, but I will put an English translation below, so don't worry about that. So without further ado, the first question is, do you like watch trends? I'm not really a huge fan of watch trends. I would never ever buy a watch just simply because a lot of people are buying it. That's completely against to why I even started to buy watches or even be interested in watches. But this all depends. Like, if there is a watch that I like and it happens to be trending, then I'm gonna get it. But if I'm just gonna buy the watch simply because it's trending, then no. It's as simple as that. The second question is, which brand do you believe will blow up and which brand will fall? I can't really answer that. I don't know the future of a lot of brands. I would say majority of them are doing extremely well as we speak. But in terms of digital marketing, I have noticed that Vacheron have been everywhere on Instagram, as opposed to a few years ago. It wasn't that popular on Instagram. It was more of those who were purely watch enthusiasts knew the watch, but now I've seen them more stepping up in the game, if you know what I mean. And which brand will fall? That's a really difficult question. I do believe, and this is not a fact, this is not something that's definitely gonna happen, but I do believe RM will probably drop in value or something, as it's just my opinion. I don't see it going very far in the future. The watch may look ahead of its time, but it's just I don't see it being the watch that will carry on its legacy for multiple years. So someone asked me, what do you think of Panerai watches? And I would just say I'm not really the biggest fan of them, but I would choose the Panerai submersible, and I believe it's in 42 millimeters. That to me is one of the most good looking Panerais. But as for my personal opinion, I wouldn't buy one. I'm not really a fan of it, but I do respect the brand. I do respect its history, as well as its production and whatnot. And again, don't get me wrong, they make really good watches. It's just I haven't seen one that will make me want to go and buy one, if you get what I mean. So I got another question on Instagram saying, in your opinion, what is the best investment watch piece? I would say there isn't the best investment watch piece. To me, watches aren't investments, and even if you're trying to invest in watches, it's not going to be a good idea, believe me. The best watches to invest in are watches that are extremely rare, watches that are, I would say, very limited in production. And again, this applies to the brand, to the model. And I know someone's going to bring up Rolex and say, okay, look, this was at that price and now it's higher. And Rolex is an exception, and this is at its current state. I don't believe this will go on forever. The prices we've seen with the Submariner were a complete shock this year, but then again, watches are not good investments. They're simply just an accessory, but some watches will go up in prices, some watches will go down. This all depends down to the brand, you know. So it's similar to, I would say, the stock market. Sometimes prices are going to go up, prices are going to go down. This all depends on the situation, the companies, the clients, and whatnot. But to simply answer your question and not swerve around the whole situation, I would say some rare Patek Phillips would probably be a good investment piece right now, as I've seen some of them go around for a lot of money in auctions internationally. Someone asked, do you see yourself showing your face in the future? This is a really good question, and the simple answer is yes, I might. And this is all depends on the YouTube channel. If I do reach a crazy amount of subscribers, I might as well show my face. You guys deserve to see everything and anything. And for now, it's simply just out of privacy. As I said, it's just a baby channel. I'm just producing simple watch content, nothing more. But yes, it is a possibility of me showing my face in the future. But as for now, I don't see it's that important. I believe people want to see more of the watch and less of my face. I'm just assuming. What watch do you actually think is worth the price? That is a very good question, and that is why I have the Explorer 2 right here. You can see it in the video and as well as in real life. To me, this watch just is very special. To me, this watch is worth its price. It's beautiful. It's not too, how do you put this? It doesn't scream that show off kind of look, or a look at my wristwatch. It's this and that. It's very, very low key, very subtle, very classic, has a sport design. And I mentioned all of this in the video. You can go check it out. I'll be leaving a link in the description as well for that. To me, the Rolex Explorer 2 is worth its price. But if it's going above its retail, then I would advise against it. I don't advise anyone paying premium for watches way above their retail. That is a complete no-no for me. There are watches out there that are obviously worth their price, and there are obviously watches out there that are not worth their price. It's just so many to mention. There are so many watch brands out there nowadays. But to me, the Explorer 2, the Patek Philippe 5205, which I do not own, and I would say the Omega Speedmaster, they're definitely worth their prices and worth every single penny, as you get so much of a watch for what you pay for. What is the best investment piece for a lady? I'm going to assume you're talking about a watch, and I would say just get a Rolex. A lot of people are going to bash me for saying this, and I keep saying, there is no best investment watch or buy this watch and you'll certainly get your money back. But if you can afford one, get a Rolex, and if you can't, that's completely okay. Just get a watch that you like. Just do not ever buy a watch for investment purposes. I've said this countless times. I even made a video about it, talking about the ladies' Rolex Datejusts, and it is actually my recent video. Just don't ever buy a watch for investment purposes. Buy something that you like, something that you want to wear, something that impresses you and not others. أحد من المتابعين قال لي أتمنى تكون فيديوهاتك باليوتيوب بالعربي أو مترجمة، لأن هالشي نادر باليوتيوب وحلو تميز فيه. والله صح كلامك يا أخوي. أنا إن شاء الله قلت المستقبل راح أحط فيديوهات بالإنجليزي مع ترجمة بالعربي. وآخر فيديو كان مفروض يصير هالشي، بس للأسف صارت غلطة بالبرودكشن بعد ما سويت edit. فإن شاء الله بالمستقبل راح أنزل فيديوهات راح تكون فيها ترجمة عربية أو قد يكون بالعربي، بس ناطر إن شاء الله يكون يعني شلون أقول لك تجهيزات وكذي، يبي لها شغل شوي. ف لا تحاتون كل شيء راح أسوي لكم إياه بالمستقبل بإذن الله. There is another question, and someone said, "Did you buy it yet?" And I have posted a picture in the background of the Omega Speedmaster as shown in the video. I did not buy this watch yet, and the reason is simply because I'm just not ready to pull the trigger yet. I need more time just to think about it. All in all, it is a beautiful, beautiful watch. It's just I'm not ready to pull the trigger. It's simply repetitive because there's no special answer to it, guys. This watch to me is beautiful. I actually really, really wanted it, and I've mentioned this in the video where I was saying I had a hypothetical $1.6 million watch collection, but this watch is coming soon, way sooner than you think. Just be patient and you'll hopefully see a beautiful review on it on my channel. This brings me to the end of the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this small Q&A session. This is definitely not the last. I simply just answered all the questions I got on my Instagram. I'll also be leaving a link for my Instagram down in the description box below. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask me here on the YouTube comments or on Instagram, whether it's commenting on one of my posts or a private message. I will 100% be answering any of your questions. As for now, don't forget to subscribe, stay tuned, and I'll see you guys later.